Welcome back to the Spoonie and Caregiver Life podcast with me, your host, Jordan Banderas. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any episodes of the podcast. And let's go ahead and get into today's episode, shall we? Have you ever felt like you just keep repeating yourself over and over and over again? So you finally get so tired of repeating yourself that you just give up. Have you ever felt like that? I felt like this throughout my entire life because no one has ever listened to me. I never felt like anyone cared, like I had anything to say. The adults in the family never really understood how I was feeling due to them not caring enough to listen. Like when I would express my feelings of being angry or sad, the adults will tell me, "You can't be sad. You have a roof over your head or food in the fridge, so why are you angry?" Or, "You have a family that loves you, so I bottled those feelings inside thinking there was something wrong with me." Have you ever felt like that? Now, I used to think that I was the only one who went through this, but the more I talk to people and read your guys' stories, I realized that I wasn't the only one who has gone through it. Since childhood, some of us have been treated this way, but many face this treatment in adulthood too, particularly when someone becomes a spoonie. But in reality, it doesn't matter at what age you started to experience this because we feel very similar when going through this, right? Probably you might feel the same way as I do, or similar. Now, I have faced this since childhood, but my wife started to face it when she became ill in adulthood. Since I have been working on my communication, I had to ask her to just listen to me when I talk and correct me when I'm not saying something correctly, which it happens a lot. But that's because I want to be understood and become a better caregiver. After she started to listen to me more and help me express what I was feeling, I noticed that I also began listening to her more. Because this was so helpful to me, I decided that I was going to try it with my wife. And I can tell you that I have seen an enormous difference. I can tell you this: when you find a person that will listen to you, you will feel way more supported. Now, if you're like me and you straight up don't know how to listen to others, don't worry. You can learn no matter what age, if you have an illness, or what your profession is. You can always learn this. But first, like in my case, we have to speak. So we know how we like to be listened to and learn to be open with others. So as a spoonie, I can tell you this has helped me because I now can figure out why I'm in pain or feel a certain way. So I have become more aware of myself. And all of this was achievable by simply asking my wife to listen to me. So you can do this with your best friend, partner, family member, and whoever you trust. Start by asking. You'll never know unless you start. So all you have to do is just that, is start by asking somebody to just listen. It will make the difference for you. it made it for me. And that's why I wanted to talk about this on today's episode. Once again, thank you for all the support, all the feedback that I've been receiving. It's all thanks to you guys that the podcast is getting better. And also thank you for all the new listeners, the new supporters, and all the feedback again. And don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And also don't forget to share, like, and subscribe so we can actually reach more people, that we can show that as a community we can work together. And if you want to share your story anonymously, you can send it to me at the Spoonie and Caregiver Life at gmail.com, or you can post it on our community on Facebook at the Caregiver and Spoonie Life community. And I'll leave you like always take care of yourself and have a great day.